Useless machine using 555 timer. This was by far the coolest machine I came across when deciding what to build for my final project. Even though it really is the most useless machine in the world, I remember seeing this concept when I was a kid and always wanting to build one of my own. It is a very basic idea. You flip a switch on and a motorized arm comes out of the box to turn itself off. This involves a microserver or geared motor, two switches, and a battery pack. The switches consist of a toggle switch and a micro switch. The micro switch will be wired to work opposite of how it usually works, and the toggle switch starts in the reverse direction when the machine has no power. The micro switch is being held in the off position by the servo arm, and it is not until you flip the toggle switch that is released, causing the arm to rotate toward the toggle switch. When the servo arm turns itself off, it is really causing the motor to reverse and head back to rest on the micro switch. That is when the machine is fully powered down. The build that I decided to go with is a more complex one, but you will be much prouder of the product once finished. I was not able to get mine to work how I wanted it to, and I will explain the problem later, but I hope that you can take my work and improve upon it. Supplies, including DigiKey part members, servo 900 to 0.0005 ND battery holder, C capacitor, diode, toggle switch, micro switch, and last the box I decided to go with was a 3D printed box found here. I went with the 555 timer for this useless machine because it is useful precision timing device which can act as a simple timer to generate single pulses, which is what we need to run the servo. You will see below that I test the servo below with an Arduino producing a square wave with a single pulses of a certain width. If you look at the 555 timer in the circuit diagram, you will notice that the voltage pin is connected to the rest pin because the voltage applied to rest pin will cause the output to go low. You can also see that the trigger is connected directly to the threshold pins. A negative pulses on this pin sets the internal flip-flop when the voltage drops below the threshold voltage, causing the output to switch from a low to high state. Other important details to keep in mind are direction of your diode that connects from the threshold pin to discharge pin of your 555 timer. Other key features to keep in mind: 15k ohm resistor, 27k ohm resistor, 220 ohm resistor, 0.1 U farad capacitor. Pin 2 of the micro switch connects pin 4 of the toggle switch, which connects voltage on the 555 timer. Test the circuits on the breadboard. If you choose to use a 555 timer for this project like I did, it will be very wise to test everything out on breadboard before you construct your useless machine. My photos above show exactly how it should be wired up, but I ran into some minor barriers that can be fixed with a little bit of component trial and error. Step 3. Testing your servo. If you are having trouble getting your servo to move at all and you feel your circuit is perfect, you may want to set up your servo with an Arduino to test if it is still good. I have included a picture of my setup, a picture of the square wave output you should get, and a video of the square wave changing as the servo rotates. I have included a link below to Proto Supply's website page for the SG92R micro servo. I use this page to test my servo because it includes a description about the product, key features of the servo motor, connection and evaluation of the product, and some test code for you to run as I did above. Useless machine simulation. As you can see in the videos, I have shared my signal in a very faulty and is causing some slight jitter in my servo. I have tried my different things to fix this problem. I have even tried switching some of the wiring off or never, but just in case some of it was old and connections were bad. I hope that nobody runs into the same problem as I have. Final product. Here is a video for similar final product. I included a link to this product to this print. This exact box at the bottom of the supplies. Thank you so much.